Hello ladies, we're here with the Martin family and they are here today advocating on behalf of their mum who wishes to stay in Cherry Orchard. Ladies, how has this affected your family?
Oh, horrendous. The stress and the impact of the stress and the pressure being put on us to move mum. You know, it's had a terrible negative effect on my dad, so much that he ended up so sick, he ended up in hospital due to stress and worry that he couldn't protect my mum. It was like he was given no rights. We were just told on a Saturday evening a phone call, your loved one is getting married. And there was no assisted decision. There was nothing afforded to us in the beginning. Just told what was going to happen. So for the first time in his life, like married 65 years, he had no control. So it just had a terrible impact on him. As I said, he was hospitalised, 87 years of age. And he was then even stopped, even knowing how sick he was or considered palliative, he was still stopped on the corridor on Mam's unit on a visit to ask about would he consider moving Mam, even knowing at the stage of his mental illness and his palliative care. So it's been horrendous. The decline on us, the stress, even being able to try and work, it's so hard, you know, because it's consuming us as a family. You know, 15 weeks out here now, every weekend, trying to prevent this move. Like, and so many people have passed since then. It's scary every week to hear of someone else dying, you know. And we have such a big group as well of families who have lost members since the move and on site as well. So we're all very united and fighting for the rights for our family members, and we will continue because we have a lot of questions. They're putting this down to a low risk fire risk that we believe is the same risk that was there in 2007, and they could have easily sorted it out while they were on site, as we proposed in November. You know, close one unit and do it one at a time, but no, they're just pushing ahead. It's just inhuman. It's you know, at this stage I think it's criminal. I personally feel it's criminal now what they're doing. You know, so many people died. It's just for unnecessary deaths, all for a planning permission, or they're planning for their new club to be built or Hub 20. To me, it just seems very criminal now at this stage. And I'd love for somebody to intervene and help save our parents. Help, like, we don't want her to die in an unfamiliar place. You know, she needs to be with the staff that's looked after her. That's her home for 6 years.
Minded so well.
Yeah. And why push her out now at the end of her days? She's end-stage dementia, she's non-verbal, she's so vulnerable and frail, so frail. Her carers know her every need. She needs the continuity of care, she definitely needs it. And this move, the transfer trauma would just
To them, and they know that.
And well,
they know
it
that.
was advised in the very beginning, wasn't it?
They know that. The low fire risk is much lower than the risk of my mother being changed from her home to somewhere, along with the other residents who are declared as dead. She is safer there because she won't die. It's low risk that we're willing to take for my mother.
Absolutely.
They're also increasing the health risk to my father. Absolutely. Like, their stress levels are off the scale. You know. And even the meetings that we've had, they're so aggressive in their meeting and their approach and the lies that they tell us. You know, we brought documentation for proof of stuff, and they still sit there and tell us that this is the only option. We don't have a bed for her.
But do you think they won't give us anything in writing?
Oh, they won't give you
They won't exactly want to prove the fire risk, to prove all these stuff that we know. It is so wrong. So give us the proof. Give us the proof.
So you need to make an informed decision and you haven't been enabled to make that.
We want what's best for my mother. If we genuinely thought that she was at a risk of a fire in there, we wouldn't have her there. But this risk and the work going on there since 2021, they were well aware of the work that needed doing. They needed work on the floors, and they still haven't done it since 2021. They had received their funding, and they have messed around, hanging fire doors, painting everything, apart from fixing the corridors and one or two bedrooms, bathrooms that need doing. But they have empty units that are completely fixed.
Yeah.
That they put what we buy.
Yeah.
And I have documents to show that. I have video documentation showing those 10 empty bedrooms that were fixed, and the corridors are fixed and everything.
So do you feel that it's not you that is now leaving your family member in a risk, it's the HSE?
Absolutely, yes.
So there are beds there that are less risky for your mum than the one she's in?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there was a bed available on other units. They could have closed to admissions, and they didn't. They still kept taking in from the community. And they could have facilitated some of the more vulnerable people, on campus. And look at these people are end stage life. Let them die with dignity. This is absolutely horrendous thing. It's inhuman what they're doing, And the staff that we meet, the management, are horrendous. They don't have an ounce of compassion.
Yeah.
They're absolutely horrendous.
They're just ticking boxes, like
Ticking boxes, yeah.
health officer members, and I'm including everybody, every other family, and all those people who have died in these couple of weeks. I mean, that says a lot. So what risk outweighs the other? I know which it is.
Common sense must prevail.
Absolutely.
Common sense.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.